All right, guys, it looks like the Josh Allen rumors are finally settling down, and all signs are pointing to him joining the Kansas City Chiefs. If this actually happens, we're talking about one of the most powerful rosters in NFL history. Just picture this: Josh Allen lining up alongside Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and possibly even Tyreek Hill. That's not just a great team. That's a dream team on a whole different level. If the Chiefs pull this off, next season could go down as one of the most dominant campaigns we've ever seen in the NFL. But before we get into the details, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for your support. Think about Allen's absolute cannon of arm paired with Mahomes' insane playmaking ability would be a nightmare for defenses. How do you even cover all the weapons Kansas City would have on the field at the same time? The Chiefs could stretch the field vertically with Hill speed, dominate the middle with Kelce, and if a play breaks down, Allen's ability to scramble would be just another thing defenses would have to worry about. This wouldn't just be a strong team. It would be an absolute superpower. And let's not forget the mastermind behind it all, Andy Reid. Two of the most talented quarterbacks in the league working together under his offensive genius. That's basically a cheat code. If this deal goes through, the Chiefs will enter next season as the overwhelming Super Bowl favorites. Opposing teams are going to have to prepare for one of the most dangerous offensive lineups we've ever seen. Chiefs Kingdom. This could be the start of an NFL dynasty. But now hold on, because there's another huge rumor heating up. Keenan Allen to the Chiefs. We can't ignore this one anymore. After years of being a rival with the Chargers, there's a real possibility that Allen might switch sides and come over to Kansas City. This news dropped like a bombshell in the NFL world, and it's already causing a huge stir. According to Athlon Sports, Allen would bring something the Chiefs offense is currently missing: a physical wide receiver who commands respect, wins in tight coverage, and makes contested catches. Sure, we have speed with Xavier Worthy, Rashee Rice, and Marquise Brown, but none of them have the physical presence that Allen brings to the table. And let's be honest, giving Mahomes another reliable weapon is never a bad thing. So, Chiefs Kingdom, what do you think? Would you want to see Keenan Allen in a Chiefs jersey? Type I for yes and N for no in the comments. And if you want this signing to happen, hit that like button to show your support. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Keenan Allen knows the AFC West better than most. For years, he's been a thorn in the Chiefs side, always stepping up in big moments against our defense. Now, imagine him wearing red and gold, helping Mahomes torch opposing secondaries instead of our own. Yes, Allen is well into his 30s, but his production is still top. Just look at what he did last season: 70 receptions, 1144 yards, and 7 touchdowns, even while playing for a struggling Bears team. If he could put up those numbers with a limited offense, imagine what he could do in Andy Reid's system alongside Mahomes and Kelce. And it's not just about stats. Allen's experience could be a huge help in developing our young receivers. He could be a mentor to Worthy and Rice, helping them grow and making the Chiefs offense even more dangerous. His presence alone would elevate the entire unit's level of play. So where would Allen fit into this offense? Well, we've got a talented group of receivers, but we still need some fine-tuning. Worthy and Brown can stretch the field. Rice is versatile, and Juju Smith-Schuster brings experience. But Allen, he would be our go-to guy, especially in critical third down situations and tight coverage moments. While other receivers rely on speed, Allen would be the physical, sure-handed target Mahomes could count on when it matters most. He would also help balance the offense, forcing defenses to decide who to cover, making it nearly impossible to shut down everyone at once. And when we look ahead to the postseason, Allen could be the X factor we've been missing. Last season, we saw Mahomes working overtime to compensate for the inconsistency of his receivers. That's why Kelce had to carry so much of the offense in key moments. Now, imagine heading in the playoffs with Mahomes, Kelce, Allen, Worthy, and Rice, all healthy, all ready to dominate. This offense would be nearly unstoppable. Allen would be the safety net. Kelce would still be a nightmare for defenses, and the young receivers would stretch the field. Against teams like the Ravens, Bengals, or Bills, having an experienced receiver like Allen could be the difference between advancing or going home. But of course, the biggest obstacle here is money. Allen still holds strong value in the NFL, and his projected salary, around $11 million, could be a challenge with the Chiefs' current cap space. But don't worry, all hope is not lost. The Chiefs have something no other team can offer: a winning culture. We've seen veteran players take pay cuts to come to Kansas City because they know they have a real shot at a Super Bowl. Carlos Dunlap, Terrell Suggs, and Juju Smith-Schuster all took team-friendly deals to be part of this championship culture. So the real question is, would Allen do the same? Would he take less money to chase a ring with Mahomes? It's definitely possible. And let's not forget, if there's one general manager who can make the numbers work. It's Brett Veach. Now, imagine this offense in the playoffs. We already saw last season how much Mahomes had to fight through receiver struggles. That's exactly why Kelsey had to step up as much as he did. But with Allen in the mix, suddenly Mahomes has that reliable target to move the chains and make clutch plays. In a do-or-die game, that could be the difference between another ring and an early exit. So the question, would Keenan Allen be the missing piece to take this offense to a level? NFL analysts think so. Others believe the Chiefs should focus on developing younger receivers through the draft. But one thing is certain, Allen's experience, reliability, and knowledge of AFC West defenses make him a serious asset. And hey, don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you don't miss any Chiefs news. If you believe Mahomes deserves all the weapons he needs to win another Super Bowl, hit that like button right now. Now, let's talk about the Stefon Diggs rumors. They're heating up. Here's the deal. Some people are suggesting that Stefon Diggs could actually be the solution to the Chiefs wide receiver problem. Yep, that Diggs. The same guy who's had his fair share of rivalries with Kansas City, but honestly, it might not be as crazy as it sounds. Chad Reuter from Pro Football Network recently threw this idea out there, and I gotta admit, it's an interesting one. He pointed out that the Chiefs didn't have a true run last season. Not a single receiver even cracked 700 yards, something Diggs has done every season of his career, except in 2024 when he dealt with an injury. With Rashee Rice and rookie Xavier Worthy as the top names in the group, adding a seasoned veteran like Diggs could be exactly what this offense is missing. Of course, there's a controversial side to this. Diggs hasn't exactly had the friendliest relationship with the Chiefs over the years. So who knows if he'd even be open to the move. But if Kansas City can convince him, adding Diggs could give the offense a serious weapon to complement Mahomes and make opposing defenses sweat even more. The bottom line, Mahomes needs help. I mean, one thing is undeniable. Despite being the best quarterback in the NFL, Mahomes had to carry a pretty inconsistent group of receivers last season, and it showed. That weakness was so painfully obvious in the Super Bowl. The Chiefs' passing attack finished the season at a surprisingly average level, even trailing the Raiders in total yards. That should not be happening when you have a quarterback like Mahomes at the helm. Whether it's Diggs or another big name addition, the truth is the Chiefs need to give Mahomes better weapons. Whether that's wide receivers, tight ends, or pass-catching running backs, Kansas City has to make sure Mahomes has more firepower if they want to keep dominating the league. So, does the Diggs the Chiefs move make sense, or is this just wishful thinking? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Now, speaking of Kansas City, Travis Kelce just made a raw and emotional confession about a tough moment, and you need to hear what he had to say. Kelce finally opened up about that painful Super Bowl loss, and you could feel the weight of his words on the New Heights podcast. He didn't hold back. He admitted that he blames himself for some poor decisions on the field and that he didn't feel like the leader he needed to be in that moment. That's a tough pill to swallow. And honestly, it's hard to argue with him. That duel against the Eagles wasn't just a loss. It was a complete beat down from start to finish. Mahomes and Kelce, the NFL's most lethal duo, simply didn't show up for the game. And when your Cuba and star tight ends struggle, everything falls apart fast. After the game, speculation started swirling about Kelce's future. Was this the end of the road for one of the greatest tight ends of all time? Apparently, the answer is no. The Chiefs are moving forward as if Kelce will be back for 2025, and all signs point to him wanting one more shot at ending his career on top, not with a performance to forget. Now, Kansas City has to turn the page and focus on the future. That Super Bowl loss made it clear. Despite still being a powerhouse, the Chiefs have adjustments to make. The offseason has already brought some changes, but the mission for next season is clear. Strengthen the team, fix the mistakes, and come back stronger to fight for another title. With Kelce and Mahomes leading the offense, no one doubts that the Chiefs will be in the Super Bowl conversation once again. But Mahomes can't do it alone. One thing's for sure, the Chiefs need to sort out their issues, both on offense and in the team's overall mentality. Mahomes can't carry everything by himself, and Kelce still has a lot to prove. Next season is shaping up to be crucial. So, what do you think? Would Stefon Diggs be the missing piece for the Chiefs offense, or should Kansas City look to the draft to fix the wide receiver issue? Let me know in the comments. Now, let's talk about some big moves the Chiefs are making this offseason. The Kansas City Chiefs are making waves with some major moves. First, they signed cornerback Christian Fulton to a 2-year, $20 million deal. According to NFL insider In Rappaport, the Chiefs have reached an agreement with Fulton, and this could be a huge boost for their defense. Fulton was originally drafted by the Tennessee Titans in 2020 and played with the Chargers last season, where he recorded 51 tackles and 1 interception. Fulton's joining an already talented Chiefs secondary alongside star cornerbacks Trent McDuffie and Jalen Watson. McDuffie has established himself as one of the top cornerbacks in the league, and the Chiefs are expected to offer him a major contract extension soon. Bringing in Fulton strengthens the Chiefs' pass defense and gives them more depth against elite AFC quarterbacks like Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and Lamar Jackson. But that's not all. The Chiefs are also addressing their offensive line. They've agreed to terms with former 49ers offensive tackle Jalen Moore on a 2-year, $30 million deal with $22.04 million fully guaranteed. This is a major priority for Kansas City as they need to protect Mahomes better. Moore is known for his versatility and ability to play multiple positions on the line, which will give the Chiefs valuable flexibility. In case you missed it, the Chiefs are also looking to boost their pass rush. After the Detroit Lions released linebacker Zadarius Smith, the Chiefs could have the perfect solution for their pass rush problems. Smith recorded 35 tackles and 4 sacks last season, and if the Chiefs can sign him to a team-friendly deal, it would be another smart move to help build a Super Bowl winning roster. What do you think of these moves? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates from Chiefs Kingdom.